Welcome to a special New Year's Eve edition of Coffee Talk. Woohoo! The podcast. I don't know why I said woohoo. The podcast where the bad things taste bitter, and so does the coffee. Thankfully, that's also how we like our men. Hard to swallow, fellas. Come on, am I right?
Wow.
I'm one of your hosts, Matt, and I'm joined by these two guys who call themselves Taryn and Brandon. You guys have a good week this week?
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
It was okay.
We made it. We're here. We're doing another episode. We're drinking tonight. Some of us are drinking, not coffee because it's late again. Because it's the holidays, it's a fun time. Anybody, since this is kind of a loose one, let's banter. Let's say, Brandon, what did you do this week? What accomplishment did you send me a picture of this week? Or just yesterday, actually. What was that? That was Yu-Gi-Oh! You 100%ed on retro achievements?
I 100%ed Yu-Gi-Oh! Ultimate Masters World Championship 2006 on retro achievements.
I'm proud of you, man.
Awesome.
Number 147 on my list.
Holy.
Yeah, this man's a monster. We got to get him streaming these things because this is just to document it,
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a lot of me swearing at the screen when my everything doesn't go correctly.
Yeah, the RNG gets you in the butt. All right, Taryn, have you done any accomplishments such as 100%ing Yu-Gi-Oh! Ultimate Masters World Championship Tournament 2006?
I have not.
Why not?
I have been in a intellectual battle with my 3D printer for the past week and a half. I've done about 600 lines of code.
Oh my god! 600.
Yeah, about.
Oh, Taryn, you gotta stop, man. You need
help.
That's too many. That's too many. That's too many to not get paid. Oh my god.
There was some sleepless nights I fell asleep at my desk.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not it's for the love of it. Eventually it'll work, hopefully. Or I'm just a crazy person.
At some point, you got to cut your losses.
600. Ow.
About, roughly. Give or take 50.
Okay. You're learning, though. That's what matters. We're learning here. We're getting
2,
better.
Ready, go. What's the news? Hey, is there something new? What's the news? Say what you want to say.
Yeah. I don't have any love lost for printers because I have been through printer hell with like HP inkjet printers before. So
fuck, fuck. Let's get an early F word out here. Fuck HP and their printers. God damn them. These suck.
Fuck
They're
them.
horrible. Fuck them. They can go burn in a ditch somewhere.
To clarify, I'm referring to my 3D printer that I work on, not my actual.
It's not an inkjet, it's a plastic jet. Yeah.
Fuck HP. Fuck Epson.
Yeah.
We stand brother in this house.
Getting soulful up here, Brandon. All right, I love it. Okay,
This podcast is not sponsored by Brother.
No,
we're not sponsored anyways.
I wish if Brother could sponsor us. I want a printer.
We're definitely not getting sponsored by HP
or Microsoft.
And I don't want to be sponsored by either of those people unless they give us a lot of money. In which case, I'll say yes, please. Give me your money.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting sponsored by Microsoft. Let's see what else. What other companies we go on? AMD, Intel, ChatGPT, AI, Facebook. We're not getting sponsored anytime soon. So
Google doesn't sponsor anybody, though. Let's be honest.
That is true.
Facebook neither does that. Okay. Before I get into talking about like Macs and stuff. I forgot what I was gonna say, so I'm just gonna start talking about Max. I'm gonna update everybody on what his spider child has been doing.
Okay.
So as you all know, Max has a spider baby, the spider that he fell in love with. He told us he got bit in the face. It turned out he was not getting bit in the face, actually. We all know this. We all know. Well, it turns out our illustrious but ever elusive co-host Max is out again. The last I heard of him, he was trapped in some sort of web-like BDSM contraption constructed by his spider wife. And I just heard him screaming, but I ignored it because I don't want no part of that freak's bedroom life. Am I right, guys?
I don't know. I mean, get me involved. You know?
Okay, well, you can join. I'll let him know next time I hear from him if he still has his head.
She's got 8 arms, you know. Plenty
God,
for all of us.
Yeah.
So I did get a message from him. So the spider did give him a stomach flu. And I messaged him today with, and I quote, the question, "Are you alive?" And he has not responded. So
I think the spider venom is doing its job. He's dissolving from the inside out.
yes.
It's very good.
It's either that or he's got parasitic larvae, like wasp larvae in his body, and it's all just going to erupt out.
He just, he fell in love with a spider and then he got by a tarantula hawk. Hell yeah. Good one, Brandon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good idea.
That was my one funny for the episode. You fuckers better enjoy it.
You can sit back now. You can enjoy the rest of the episode, Brandon, knowing that you made me laugh. All right, fellas, speaking of the episode, today, and not just you guys, but for the audience today, we're going to be recapping the past 9 episodes because this is episode 10. Holy crap. Holy eat gads.
Can you believe we've done 10 of these already?
Somehow we've managed to do 10 episodes.
I don't know how.
I've only
with
done
as
2.
Chaotic, with you, that's true.
Brandon's only done 2.
With as chaotic as the schedule has been in the last 10 episodes, I'm surprised we got it.
Yeah, it's been there were a couple times we were like, I don't know if we can do this today or this week.
Yep.
Yeah, but we did it. Max missed one of them. He's missed 3 now. But we're back. We got Brandon here. Brandon's taken over.
I have
He's
yet
doing
to
a
miss
good
one.
job. I've yet to miss one. I've been the cause of a delay at least once, maybe twice.
Yep.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. 10 episodes. Brandon, let's just start with you because you're the most recent. What was your experience like last time on Coffee Talk? Did you have a good time?
I had a great time, honestly. I'm not really much of a public speaker. You two have known me long enough to know that. But, you know.
I don't know. I disagree. Brandon, you have like a way. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. Like you're better at speaking in public than I think you are. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like you're very funny.
It depends on what I'm trying to speak about.
Yeah, I
True.
guess if it's something you want to talk about,
Yeah.
or something you know about, yeah.
I find that I'm a boring person, public speaking. I don't know why I made streaming my job.
Yeah, it's you gotta be kind of off the wall.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You know, if it's anything, recording the last episode made me decide I'm finally going to invest in a decent mic.
Nice.
Well, that's good, Brandon. I'm proud of you.
Yep.
If you want to use one of my microphones, I've got a compressor. What is it called? I can't remember the name of the type of microphone it is, but it's the one that I was using on top of my camera. If you want to use that before you invest, if you don't want to spend like $100.
I already bought it the other day.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah, Brandon. What'd you get? What'd you go for?
I got an Elgato Wave 3.
Ooh.
That's awesome. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does, but that's awesome. I mean,
I-
also you don't sound bad.
No.
So go ahead, finish.
I mostly got it because that's apparently what Ray uses as his main mic. So
Shout out to Ray.
Ooh.
Love that guy. Any regrets last week, you guys? Any Brandon? Do you regret any of your picks or
not really. I
What
like
about-
my picks for the most
Yeah,
part.
I enjoyed mine. I keep envisioning the table at the David Parker Ray house and just the
Yeah.
nice stuffed turkey there. And oh man, It's just it would not be a good time. Go ahead, Taryn. What are you gonna say? Do you have a regret?
No, I don't think I have a regret, but I think comparatively to yours guys' picks, I feel like mine are pretty mild.
Yeah.
Overall, I think mine are pretty mild.
Yeah, you kind of went with like, oh, these are just, it's Alcatraz, and then
Yeah,
there's
or the Irish potato famine, or like the Ethiopian famine, like pretty shitty places to be. But
I mean, those
you
ones
guys
are pretty
took it to
bad.
a different level.
Yeah.
And then I'm like 130 people burned to death. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, Brandon.
Some of them jumped out the window and splattered on the fucking ground.
He's stuck with disasters that happened.
Yeah,
I stuck with mostly what I wanted to do was like families.
yeah,
Just
messed up
I don't know.
families.
I enjoy. I liked it. I should have put Unit 731 higher because it is horrible, but if I didn't get it, I was fine with it.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into the recap here. Where do you want to start, guys? Do you want to start at the beginning? Brandon, you've listened to all these episodes, right? As a listener.
I've listened to everything but the one episode I recorded before.
Okay. I don't blame you. It's sometimes kind of rough to listen to yourself.
I cannot listen to myself at all.
Yeah.
I just
Give
can't.
it a go, Brandon. I think you'll be surprised. You listen to it and be like, "Wow, I'm actually pretty cool," because that's what I think you are. I think you're pretty cool. And if
I
you don't,
appreciate that.
I also, I understand. Where do you want to start? At the beginning? At the end? You want to talk about how?
Let's start
Go
at the
ahead.
beginning.
Okay, we can talk about how we didn't have our audio figured out at
Yeah,
the beginning.
yeah,
That was a good time. We just recorded on a single OBS file, right?
yes. I believe we recorded Discord, everybody talking at once. That was how
and
the
it made
file was. So this was the Microsoft episode, and I think we did 2 episodes like that with the Discord before we actually switched it to individual tracks.
No, because what happened was we recorded the first one twice, I think.
Ah, okay,
Right?
Yeah,
Or like half of it twice.
probably. I can't remember it now, but Microsoft.
remember.
I think that's probably my weakest episode. I don't like it at all. For me, I mean, it's probably my least favorite because obviously I did like a majority of the work for like doing all the research into Microsoft and AI, but it's a really information dense compared to the other episodes, 9 episodes we've done. And if you're not really following along, if you don't see the picture graphs, it's kind of hard. A lot of it is pretty intuitive if you are in the know in the tech space.
Yeah, if you
but
kind
for
of already have an idea.
Yes, but if you don't have like any kind of tech background, it's pretty jarring to get into that episode. And then that's why I think when we went to enshittification, it was a little bit better. But back to Brandon for the Microsoft.
Yeah, Brandon, what were your thoughts? Were you like, man, this is, this doesn't sound very good. I'm worried about these people. This is the podcast that I'm supposed to guest star on next week. What were your thoughts?
I don't really know. I was just kind of shotgunning a lot of the episodes for the most part.
Okay.
You were just trying to get them into your dome.
I was trying to get in my dome, kind of get into the headspace. How you guys pacing everything and whatnot.
Right.
That's fair.
It definitely evolved. I feel like Microsoft, that one was like, okay, this is the type of show we're doing, which is we're picking a topic.
Yeah.
Like that. At the very least, or most, I don't know which one you'd want to call it, the Microsoft episode or the corporate greed episode, it solidified the type of podcast that we kind of wanted to do. And then
I think it's still by far the most research we've done into a episode.
Yeah, Tara, you had like graphs and shit.
I've done weeks of prep for that one episode. I would like to do another episode like it, but maybe in the health insurance eventually. But it takes a lot of work, and you have to prepare. Like we have to do double recordings, like what we're doing for the holidays. But it takes a long time to get that to work.
We have definitely simplified.
Yeah,
Simplified since then. And I feel like with enshittification, that was like the start of me kind of simplifying it.
Yeah.
But even then, in shitification, I did a lot. Like I think I wrote a whole script for that over
Yes.
like a week, and I cited source. I still try to cite sources,
Mhm.
but it was like a 5-page or
Yeah,
something. It was a 6-page script
that's crazy.
with and that's a lot more work than what I've been doing recently. And
Yeah. I think we do like what 3 days out of prep, and that's kind of our standard usually, 2
Yeah.
or 3, and then that's pretty good because we're finishing up the episode of editing the last 3 days. So yeah, it's quite busy.
Mhm.
But
Right. Yeah, and then we get to the death of local TV, which was a Terran led episode because I don't think I had anything prepped at all.
no, I
I've been-
kind of took the reins on that one.
Yep.
It's not bad. It's kind of following the inshitification theme where we talk about just analog versus digital and how the world was changing. Pretty good.
Yeah, it was a fun one. Just it was kind of capitalism and greed and
Mhm.
TV and Brandon, do you have any thoughts about the death of local television? Since you weren't on the episode, what are your thoughts on switching to digital from the UHF or the VHF signal from like a radio television to digital?
Good old
mean,
antenna.
I don't watch TV at all, really.
So you're an expert on the topic.
I yes, an expert on the topic, as you would say.
Okay.
I try to keep up on news at least a little bit.
Mhm.
Sometimes I really don't want to,
Do you
but
do you remember, Brandon, since we went to the same elementary school, do you remember the trip to KTVO in 3rd grade?
yes, I do. Where we go and we get like stand in front of the weather green screen,
Yeah,
wave our hands. We'd have like the green shirts or the green
Yep.
apron.
Yep.
We
It'd
should
be
see
like
our
a
head floating around.
invisible body, visible head. Do you remember Rikishi Barron, who did the sports? He wasn't there.
No, I do not.
God damn it. I only remember Rikishi Barron, and I've tried to look him up since then, and he's not a man that ever existed, I think. I think he was
Yeah, I tried looking it up, and I thought for a second like it was a
He
figment of your
definitely-
imagination
he
because
definitely
I could not
existed.
find a
He did the
single
sports
thing.
for Channel 3. God damn.
No,
And
Matt,
I've-
I think this is a Mandela effect. You're
Oh no, Mandela, he's coming
Yeah.
to get me, man. He's affecting my own personal life now, my own childhood.
Rikishi is going to haunt you your entire life.
He had like Smash Mouth lead singer hair, like he looked like that guy.
Matt,
You're definitely
he
making
did,
this up.
dude. He did. He was like he had like bleached blonde hair, but it was like spiky, like the one guy from Smash Mouth. And he did sports. I don't know where he's at.
Are you sure you're not
Rikishi.
just thinking of the guy from Smash Mouth?
I'm not.
Rikishi, if by any chance you're listening to this, could you let us know you still exist?
If someone wants to dig through their VHS collection and find some like old KTVO broadcasts they just decided to record, please send one
Specifically-
in.
From like 2002 to 2004, somewhere in between there, I would like to know. I just remember before the going there when I went, my cousin Jeremy was like, "Hey, can you get an autograph from Rikishi Barron for me?" And I didn't know about Rikishi Barron until then, but he's stuck in my
I think
mind.
it's
And he
a
wasn't there.
figment of
Never
your
got the
imagination,
autograph.
man.
You
He
know,
wasn't there at KTVO. We don't
fuck
know.
y'all.
I think you're going insane, buddy.
Sorry. I just took a drink and it came up through my nose.
Oh,
Ah.
that burns.
We'll be okay.
Was it coffee?
No, it was not coffee. It was specifically not coffee. It was something a little harder than coffee. It was beer. It was
Oh.
Boulevard Tank 7. Ugh,
Well, this is the coffee talk episode. I don't know why you're drinking beer.
because it's 11:06 at night.
Well,
And then, coffee to
It's
wake
fine.
me up, beer to put me to sleep. That's what I always say.
that's fine.
I've got
It's
a
not
vanilla
true.
Coke.
Some people get
that's my
fired,
poison.
drinking on the
God
job,
damn it,
you know.
Brandon, you're over here being responsible, not drinking alcohol.
I'm not drinking either.
Taryn, you're over here being responsible.
Some people get
Not
fired
drinking
drinking on the
alcohol.
job. What are you talking about?
Dude, you're gonna fire yourself. you're,
Some people just don't drink. That's me.
you like call yourself into HR and it's like in the kitchen. You're like, Taryn, we have to have a talk. I have reports that you've been drinking on the job, and we're gonna have to fire you. And you're like, fuck. Oh, poor guy.
Matt, you remember the one time we tried to play D&D drunk, and you know how I just couldn't.
Oh yeah, I've told that story. I think I've told that story on stream once, kind of.
I just flat out could not. If I drank while I was doing the podcast, there would be no control.
Yeah, no, we don't.
Yeah.
You'd
Brandon
lose me
can't
10
drink.
minutes in.
Brandon has one drink and it's a lot. It's too much for him.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't drink to get drunk. I drink because I'm fat and I like the taste.
That is fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah, I have a problem. It's not an alcohol problem. It is a overconsumption problem, and I'm working on it, guys. I'm doing my best.
All
Trying
right.
to lose weight.
Well, there's some bigger
a good time.
problems though that we could talk about, like nukes for episode
like-
4.
like the
no.
end of the world.
Yeah.
I feel like episode 4 was when we were we finally struck a stride. I
Yeah.
feel like we got to that one and we're like, all right,
Mhm.
this is fun. We know what we're doing. Everybody's contributing a little bit of a story.
Yep.
And and from then on, it's kind of been. I mean,
That
we're
one
still
was
evolving.
probably the most balanced episode between me, you, and our other co-host Max. So
Yeah, it would either be that one or it'd be it'd definitely be that one. Like
Yeah.
that's for sure. Because Max had a
The-
story.
yeah.
We had stories. It was all.
that was
know,
definitely our stride for getting our legs under us.
I was gonna say it just also. How cool was it that Max was like, my grandpa was in Chernobyl.
That
Yeah,
that
that's
was
wild.
actually really fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Like out of all the things I feel like I couldn't learn about people that are sort of in my circle, not that Max is really in my personal circle at this point yet,
Mhm.
but just learning that, I'm like, God damn,
That's crazy.
why can't the rest of you motherfuckers be that interesting?
Yeah, that's my grandpa was in the end of World War II, but after all the fighting was done, and he was just over there, I think, and kind of had a good time walking around Germany trying to get all the Nazis out and make them put away. That's all my grandpa did. That's the coolest thing anybody in my family's done, I think.
Yep.
But Max's grandpa was like, I'm cleaning up Chernobyl when it happened.
That's crazy.
And meanwhile, my ancestors were just like fucking Mennonites.
Really?
Apparently, yes.
Huh.
Did not know that.
This was something I had to do for a like a family genealogy research thing we did in high school.
Oh,
But yeah, I found out I have Mennonite family way
That's
back
cool.
when.
Kind of sick.
So you know how the fuck I got into the tech, ordeal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's kind of sick, man. I recently, speaking of family history, I recently looked up because I was kind of getting a little worried. Not like it's for any specific reason, but I just wanted to make sure. I looked up to make sure my family never owned slaves. And good news, guys, never owned slaves.
well, that's
as
good.
far as I can tell. That's at least in like around Civil War era Missouri.
Yeah.
You know, like 1850 to 1860. No slaves recorded from where
Yeah.
we lived. So, what about you, Taryn? You own slaves? Any? Hold on.
Not to
Any
my
bad
knowledge.
history? Any history in your
Not to
family
my
that might have
knowledge.
been like people maybe killed each other or anything like that? Any of that?
Not
Is
to
there
my
any-
knowledge. And,
Any family feuds going on? Anything?
Well, you know my last name, so like there is the famous family feud, the McCoy, in the Hatfield, but I don't think our family tree was linked to that. So
Directly. Okay. I thought it was.
a lot. Yeah, I got asked that a lot in school. Are you
Yeah.
related to them? Yeah, I don't think so. Not to my knowledge.
All right.
Um,
Are you related to Squirrel Shooting Sam? Was that his name, Brandon?
Who?
You know?
Squirrel shooting Sam? What?
Okay, you're definitely making shit up now. You're
I'm not. There was a guy named Squirrel
Rakish-
Shooting Sam.
Rakishi and Squirrel shooting Sam.
Oh.
Let's go.
God, you guys are just gaslighting the hell out of me. We're episode 5, Nukes Part 2. That was a great one too, right? I love that episode.
Yeah.
Yes, Doomsday was amazing.
That episode, second parter, first part 2, probably not
Yeah.
the last.
But yeah, I was gonna say before we started talking about Max and his grandfather, I was actually super interested when we were listening to the nuclear episodes. When I was doing the listening before that was my favorite.
Yeah.
before I recorded.
I definitely agree with like that, especially when it just happened, because I also wrote a script for the nuclear stuff, like what I was going to say, and had all of it written out. And I kind of have a tendency to kind of go off script on accident. I think I might have ADHD or something. And I just said, like, does anybody know anything about Chernobyl? I didn't have anything written down. And Max was like, I would love to talk about that. Actually, my grandpa was there. And that fucking baffled me. And I didn't get a chance to be like, holy shit, this is amazing in the episode. But in my mind, I was like, oh my God, this is the craziest thing.
That is absolutely wild.
Yeah.
Also, I love that episode, but it was a fucking nightmare to edit. And that was when my OBS crashed. Yeah, like 4 times.
Behind the scenes, Brandon, Taryn's OBS crashed like 4 times. We had to record half of it like over again. Yeah.
There's little remnants that we allude to it throughout the rest of the episodes where, like, it's funny how when we do these twice, my brother
that
asked
was
me
the one we recorded again, right? Didn't we record that twice? We recorded the intro again, I think.
So one of them we re-recorded the intro. I think that might have been Nukes Part 2. Nukes 1. And the second one was when my OBS crashed like 4 times. We had to do the last half like twice. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a whole thing.
Yeah. I had like 8 different files of everybody's different recordings, part 1, part 2, and then my broken 4 files. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, that's a lot to keep track of.
That's
especially.
I'm surprised it came out that good for how bad it was for the files.
Yeah, Brandon appreciated it. That's good. I'm happy he did so. And then, we kind of touched on Nukes Part 2 a little bit. I just brought it up, actually. I don't remember what all... Oh, we talked about, like, the Doomsday Clock.
Yep, Doomsday Clock.
That's... Okay, yeah. The Doomsday Clock. The U-2 spy plane.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
I think we talked more about the Cuban Missile Crisis and then the whole... CIA attempts.
Had a whole... That's mostly what I wrote about, I think, was the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Mm-hmm.
And most of these, little peek behind the scenes, I do write scripts a lot of times. For this episode, my script is very, there's not a lot. Pretty much just wrote the intro. I've copied and pasted a couple of news articles we might get to by the end of this, like recent news articles. And then I wrote a little outro. This time, I'm running out of like atrocities to mention at the outro.
That's fine.
I wrote one down so that way, off the top of my head anyway.
All right.
That's just a little peek behind the scenes. So, and then so we get over with the nuclear bit of the Cold War, and we have some fun, guys.
Yeah, we do drag it out a little bit with the Cold War era, but that's with the drafts.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. We have some fun. We draft some Cold War aircraft.
Yeah.
No comments yet. We're disappointed in all of you who have ever listened to this episode that you haven't commented. Brandon, you're included in this.
All right, sorry.
In this pool of disappointment, you could have commented like, "Oh, this is my favorite. I think Matthew won." But I didn't have the SR-71. So whoever had the SR-71, didn't you have that, Taryn? No, had
Max.
You had that. You had the radar that shot it into the ocean. Right,
the sonobuoys plane.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
But that was a fun episode. I had a lot of fun with that one. That was the one I dropped the ball in editing though, and I'm very sorry, Taryn.
That's fine.
It was Thanksgiving, and I had it mostly edited, but then I had to take like an overnight, and then I wound up being stuck in Wisconsin for a day and a half, and then so we got that taken care of.
Yeah. I don't think I told you this though, but the edit that you did, I don't think I actually ended up using. I think I just did the entire episode from scratch.
Yeah, I figured. I only uploaded the Audacity file anyway, so
I mean,
that's
I wasn't trying to be mean or anything. I just knew you were swamped, and so I just like
Yep.
cranked like 20 hours into editing for that one episode
Yep.
just to get
No,
it out. And we were also
just-
pressed for time,
I
as we
did what
always
I-
are.
I did what I could. I left you all that I had done. Or
Yep.
I left you the episode synced up, and I thought if he can do anything with it, I'll let him do it. But
Yeah.
if he can't, that's okay. Brandon, I've got to ask you now. What are your what's your favorite Cold War aircraft?
Oh boy.
Do you have one?
I'd probably say it's the SR-71.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
the
kind of the
coolest.
cool plane in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah,
It's so
it's
cool.
an engineering marvel.
I didn't mention this during the episode, but around 7th, 8th grade, I went super hyper focused, hyper vigilant, maybe autistic savant into the SR-71. I would stay up very late at night listening to documentaries about it and also reading the Wikipedia page, and it got to be a problem. I could like recite things about it that nobody should have to. I remember like the engine, each one has roughly 80, I think it's like 82,300 foot-pounds of thrust.
Jeez,
It's somewhere around there, each one.
that's absurd.
Yeah. And I just, yeah, I went hard with the SR-71.
Mhm.
You got a second favorite aircraft, Brandon?
Not really.
No,
That's kind of the only one I really know from that era.
fair enough. That's fair
So-
enough. Go ahead. ahead,
This
Karen.
didn't make it. I don't think this made it into the episode. It could have, but this is not a Cold War aircraft. But I would have to say my favorite plane in general is probably the P-51 Mustang.
Oh, that's a great plane. That was
It is.
one of my favorite planes of all time. I don't know. I'm a plane nerd. I
Yeah.
love that stuff. For a long time I wanted to be a pilot. I didn't go to college I did go to college, but I didn't go to college for that because my mom convinced me to not do that. And so I kind of regret that. So now I'm a truck driver, and that's kind of the next best thing. But
For a while, I thought about becoming a pilot. That'd be pretty cool.
yeah, I still kind of want to, but I don't know. Another honorable mention, which it didn't get mentioned because it's not a military aircraft, kind of. If anybody else has any honorable mentions too, feel free to bring it up. But I'm going to throw out the Lockheed Constellation. I love that airplane.
Ooh.
It's a great one. It's a propeller airplane, 4 engines,
Mhm.
big tail wing. Looks cool.
Yeah.
That one was made in 1943. I guess it's not a Cold War aircraft. But still, great. I love that. There's
Yep.
all the documentaries back in the day. That's what they used to fly to Area 51 to test these crazy things. Like that's what the employees would fly in on.
I thought they flew UFOs.
Honestly, looking at a picture of this thing, it is shiny enough. I probably would have thought it was a fucking UFO
Yeah,
back in the day.
it's a shiny bastard. But yeah, it's a sexy airplane, and I just want to marry it. I want it to be my bride. Give me that.
So you're
please.
gonna cheat on the SR-71?
Yeah, I gotta have me a side plane for sure.
Hmm.
All right. We're gonna move on to episode 7 now, which I titled "Bad Times at Work," and this is the one where that was the Italian Hall, that was the molasses flood, that
Yes.
was what was it? The starts with a B, the explosion.
Yeah, the Titan II missile explosion.
Yeah, the Titan II missile explosion. I don't know why I said starts with a B. What's the
Also-
one where the dock exploded? Was that later on?
Oh, that was
Max brought
in
up.
that one as well. Yep.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, in Beirut. I
Yeah,
think.
Beirut. Yep.
Yeah.
The
That was
ammonia
a-
nitrate exploding.
That was a fun episode.
Also,
Really-
the whole Paul Bunyan at the end, Operation Paul Bunyan. It's
Oh
funny.
yeah.
The tree.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I still laugh thinking about the axes. I just didn't foresee axe murder coming in. Brandon, Did you foresee the axe murder at the end of this
Did,
episode?
did I completely blank that part out? Like I remember listening to about like the molasses stuff
Yeah.
and about the Italian hull and the ammonium nitrate. I don't remember the fucking axe murder. Jesus.
Okay, so just to recap here, there was a military mission. Basically, there was a tree in between the North Korea and South Korea DMZ.
Oh
area.
yes, now I remember.
Yeah.
Now I remember. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
yeah,
Yep. And some people were brutally murdered with axes. Who would have
yeah.
thought? In the Cold War, there were several axe murders in Korea. Wow.
hmm I think I was like earlier than you think. I think I was not. Was that I can't remember, 90s or was it 70s? I can't remember. I had
That
it
was
in the
the-
episode, but I forgot now.
76.
76.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at your doc right now.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy stuff. Yeah, we got the Italian Hall, the molasses flood. And we'll get to the Italian Hall again later. Then we went to number 8.
Yeah.
Which was diseases. And that one was maybe the most fun I'd had. That was just a me and Taryn episode. That was when Max left. That's the first mention of the spider baby.
Second,
And-
I think.
Was it the second mention?
Thought he wasn't
'cause
there for Death of Local TV. Remember?
Oh yeah, well but that wasn't the spider baby. That was
Well,
just the
the-
spider.
The spider,
That was-
then the spider baby. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Death of no, he wasn't there for enshittification. He was there for the Death of Local TV, I think.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was flipped. Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, enshittification, that's when we learn about his spider lover. But that's before we know that it is his spider lover, you know. We
Yeah.
thought he was just getting bit.
Yeah.
But it turns out he was in the spider. Maybe
Okay.
the
I don't know if that'll make it.
We'll
Um,
bleep that. We'll bleep that, and it'll be funnier. We put a bleep over that. But yeah, episode 8. Brandon, did you listen to episode 8? You might. I don't think you had time to listen to it.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it before we blah, blah. I didn't listen to it before we recorded
Uh huh.
because I think we recorded that like a day
Yeah,
or two
it was-
before.
It was a
Yeah.
double recording.
Yeah.
It hadn't come out yet. So
But I
have
have
you listened to it since?
Yes,
You have
I
listened
have.
to. Oh, Brandon.
nice.
That
Yeah, I
warms
had
my
texted
heart.
I had texted you about the 1518
Okay,
dancing
that's
thing in France.
I
Yeah.
didn't
just
respond to
the
that.
day
I-
after.
partly because I was working, and I sometimes I see texts, and I just have to drive, and I
Yeah.
don't get to respond. I thought that's what that was. Yeah, they just kept dancing, built them a stage.
Quite
Well,
absurd.
Yeah, the absurdity of them building the stage just that took off for me.
Really? That's what did it for you?
I thought the dancing was funny and all of it, and then it's like, oh, they built a stage for them also. Like, okay.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna dance it out. It's fine.
And it for me too, it's definitely pretty much everything in that episode is stuff that I'd heard of before, but it's either things that I don't remember or things that I only heard of, like the beginnings of, and
Or like the
I
surface
just-
level of it. Yeah.
Yeah, like I knew about the dancing plague. Everybody
Or
knows about the
cholera.
dancing plague.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody knows about what Mrs. Mary, the cholera fairy,
Yeah.
whatever her name was.
There's a nursery rhyme with it.
No, there is now.
Okay.
Miss Mary, the cholera fairy.
I like it.
No, but like I knew about the dancing, but I totally forgot if I ever knew about the stage. And my God,
Yeah. It was quite
that
funny.
that was a great episode. Shout out to you, Taryn, for
Yeah.
taking the lead on that, because that was also this time of year is really hard for me to like sit down and write
Yeah.
things and research. It's getting a little
Sorry,
easier.
it was
it'll get
Typhoid
more.
Mary, and then
Typhoid Mary.
we had cholera at the beginning of the ghost map.
Yeah, Pooh Hand Wells
Yes.
and cholera. Yeah, Typhoid Mary.
Yeah.
Typhoid Mary, the cholera fairy. Yeah, that doesn't work very well.
No, not really.
Brandon, what are your thoughts on typhoid and cholera?
I've never had either of them. Thankfully, people learn to wash their fucking hands nowadays.
Yeah.
For the most part.
But you
Yeah.
have had the dancing plague, am I right?
Yeah, yes. I actually had that when I was 13.
Oh no.
That's
That's where you went when school. Oh, that's why you weren't there for weeks.
no, yeah, it was a
You-
rough time.
Did
were
you go
boogieing
on
down.
stage, perhaps?
His
No,
fuck-
you know what? They didn't build me a fucking stage.
It's just fucking-
Uh,
My dad just flipped me off and drove away. That was
Goddamn.
his reaction.
Uh,
He's like, "Stop
Goddamn.
dancing, you fucking sissy."
that's the
And I'm
Mennonite
like-
coming
And,
out
and I'm like, "Dad, I can't do this. My feet's hurt."
that's funny.
Oh, god damn. Oh, well,
And
yeah, I
then
don't.
I was gonna say we're gonna go to episode 9 for the Christmas drops.
Yeah, Christmas drafts. That was a fun time. That was the most recent episode. We're almost caught up here, guys.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. It's been 45 minutes
Wow.
somehow.
Alrighty, that's crazy.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
And the Christmas dress. What did we talk about there? Oh, yeah, that's right. Bad places.
Bad
yeah,
place.
bad
don't-
places to be in Christmas.
You don't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody thought of any honorable mentions though since then? That you want to just like retort? Is there any like, oh, I should have said that? Because I don't think I have. I think I covered like all the worst places there could be.
Yeah,
Personally.
I don't think I have any honorable mentions, but I do think that mine were mild in comparison to your guys's. So I'll leave it at that.
I did love that episode where we tied. Go ahead, Brandon.
Yes.
I couldn't. I'm just gonna say I couldn't really think of any honorable mentions. I thought about going Gacy's house, but
yeah.
Yeah, it's too crowded though. I get it.
and it's kind of got a bit of a smell under the floorboards, you know.
Yeah, yeah. You don't. I mean, that's just. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go there. Shout out to John Wayne Gacy. What was his clown name? Anybody know? Jingles? Not Jingles.
God damn
Frank?
it! It started with a P. God damn it!
Pogo. It was
Pogo.
Pogo, right?
Pogo the clown. Yes.
If you guys had a clown name, what would your clown names be? Mine would be Mr. Boy.
What about like Happy?
Happy?
I was gonna say, I think mine would be named Gibble. I don't know
Gibble.
why Gibble.
Gibble. That's like what dogs eat, but with a G.
Yeah.
What is this fucking podcast? This is insane.
I don't know. This is what happens when we don't have a script or an outline.
To be clear, I have a small outline. I've got stuff.
I've got nothing. I was told about this podcast recording like 2 hours before I left work, and then like 30 minutes before we started recording, it's like, oh, find a depressing news article.
Yeah.
That was my only prep.
I did think of just now an honorable mention for a Christmas draft, by the way.
Bring it up.
I don't know exactly off the top of my head the time period. If this I don't know if this lines up, but I don't think I would want to be in Casey Anthony's house on Halloween on Christmas. I mean,
Oh my god.
I think that's a pretty bad one. That's
Dude. I don't know how much you know about Casey Anthony. Christmas at Casey Anthony's might be pretty fucking lit, if I'm going to be honest.
I don't think so. I don't think
Uh,
so.
It's
If
probably
you-
better at Casey Anthony's than John Benet Ramsey's house.
Oh, God.
I don't
Well,
know.
before or after the death? Before or after her murder?
I
mean,
you know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty bad either way.
I think you go to Casey Anthony's house, you get free drugs. That's the benefit there.
Do
Oh,
you though?
that
Like,
is
I don't know.
Yeah, she was into all that. She was maybe
See,
I don't know.
I remember it being a massive case when we were kids. Like,
Yeah. It is a lot of stuff there. Turns out she searched up how to like get rid of bodies on Mozilla Firefox. It's like this is the big thing that they don't tell
Yeah.
about, but they just didn't disclose it to the prosecution. Like the prosecution didn't know that was a thing, that she did search up like chloroform and stuff like that.
that's
But
fucked up.
They looked at the Internet Explorer search history. They didn't look at the Firefox
The
search
fools.
history.
Absolute
Yeah.
fucking fools.
So if you
this was like what was this? 2010, 2011?
I thought it was earlier than that. I thought it was like Maybe it was.
Casey Anthony trial, 2011. Yeah.
Yeah.
Internet Explorer was well on its way out.
Yeah, yeah. Chrome was coming in, but I mean that was before I had switched over to Chrome fully. But yeah, Internet Explorer was definitely, people were starting to talk about Chrome. Like,
Yeah.
why would you even be on Internet Explorer? And then also Firefox was the kind of the underdog. Of
I
it
was
all.
never on Firefox. I always just used Internet Explorer. Then I switched over to Chrome.
Yeah, I
Firefox kind of sucked
associate
to me.
Firefox with school. School
Yeah.
always had Firefox. That's
Yeah.
why I never used it. But yeah, so if you want to murder your child, look it up on Mozilla Firefox.
Nobody will ever know.
Get away. Yeah, nobody will know until the trial's over and you can't get tried again for it.
Yeah.
You got to use some like way more obscure one like Safari.
Yeah.
Or Opera.
Yeah, Opera. You got to use DuckDuckGo on Opera.
Yeah.
That's how you get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Casey Anthony, that's a fun pick. Good.
But that was just the honorable mention.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
I've got a question. Out of all the places we discussed, if you had to be in any one of them, which one would you pick?
Ooh, if I had to be,
If you had to be in one of these situations,
I think
God.
the lightest. I know this is terrible, but the lightest case, it would suck. But obviously, it's just for Christmas for a day. But it'd probably be the Irish potato famine. I think that's probably the best case scenario.
It definitely depends on the parameters. If it's just like for the day of Christmas, that's the one.
Yeah.
But if it's like you just get teleported back in time and that's just what you have to live through now,
Yeah, that's your life now. Then no, like
then no.
yeah.
honestly, if I was going to have to live through any of these fucking events, I probably would have picked the train derailing in New Zealand.
Ooh,
Really? Because the back of the train didn't get it?
Yeah,
Is
because
that-
the back of the
okay.
train didn't get fucked. I'm not,
Watch.
bougie enough to afford the fucking first class ticket.
Watch, because of the weight shift or something between you going to the back of the train, it makes it so it happens.
Plus, maybe it's just an autism thing. I want to ride a train. So,
Dude, me
That's funny.
too. Oh, me too. I'm gonna say David Parker Ray's house because, like, I just think that would be interesting. I've been to some like pretty shitty family gatherings. I just want to see what the difference is. You know, I
Like,
don't think
comparing-
I'd be.
Are you making a
in
Venn
danger.
diagram comparing and contrasting of like what's?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, none of these places sounds very good. But yeah, I just out of sheer curiosity, I feel like it would be a fun story to be like, yeah, I was at Christmas with David Parker Ray shortly before he was caught for what he did.
do you think the Parker Ray household had decent snacks and food?
Dude, that dude definitely had a bunch of mini bags of chips. For sure. For all of his sex slaves, dude, yeah.
Now,
You
how
can't just
come?
let him go hungry.
This is another odd question. How come Epstein didn't make in the list there?
Because that would be awesome, dude. If
No.
you can afford, I mean, you don't want anything to do with what he's doing, but dude, he has a whole island. I would love to spend Christmas on an island, man.
Just gonna sit
No.
on the fucking beach.
God damn.
Pull
Do
up a
you
chair,
have a soul
play
you're
the
selling?
guitar.
Like... Jeez.
Pull up a chair. You.
I guess
pull
you
out the
did say you'll sell
ukulele.
your soul to like Google at the beginning of the
I
episode.
was, yeah, give me the money.
Shout out to all the redacted Epstein files that just got released today.
Oh my
I was
God.
gonna bring that up. That was a news.
Was it today?
Yeah.
Today. I'm gonna. Brandon, thank you for the segue. I'm gonna get into this. We'll just end the episode with this. We can do a little banter about it. All right, here's the article. It's from NPR. Thank you also, Taryn, for you bringing up Epstein and
I didn't even know that's where we're headed.
implicating me in his sex abuse ring. That's fine.
I didn't implicate you. Implicated yourself.
I implicated myself in his sex abuse ring because I want to spend Christmas on an island like a fancy man. For
Do you think
once.
that's where Rikishi Baron is right now?
Oh my god,
That's where he's at.
dude!
Oh my god.
You're blowing
We
my
can't make
mind
these
right
allegations though.
now. Rikishi Baron Epstein,
This is how we
best
get
friends. What if? Oh my god. Okay,
Rikishi
here's the
Baron,
article.
please, if you're listening to this, come on the show.
Yeah, please. We want to. You're. Well, I
I think
worship
you need a clear name for the slander that Matt and Brandon are throwing. I, for one, think
clear
you're
name.
fine if you do exist. Please don't
Guilty
sue me.
until proven innocent.
Please
Guilty
don't sue
until
us.
proven innocent. All right. All right. So here's the article. It's from NPR's website. The title is DOJ releases Epstein files in the first batch is short on new information. This is written by Stephen Fowler and Sage Miller from NPR. So here we go. The Justice Department has released a trove of documents related to the life, death, and criminal investigation of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, including many that have already been made public from prior disclosures.
Wait.
Others are filed with heavy redactions. Among the new previously unseen files released Friday were several photos of former President Bill Clinton, including one of him in a hot tub with a person whose face had been redacted. Another shows Clinton standing next to Epstein. Clinton is also pictured at an event with rock star Mick Jagger and a female whose face has been redacted. Ooh. Some of the most sought-after information was redacted, including 119 pages of New York grand jury testimony. Representative Ro Khanna, Democrat from California, who co-sponsored the Epstein Files Transparency Act, which legally required the files to be released, expressed disappointment with the contents during an NPR interview with Mary Louise Kelly on All Things Considered Friday. Khanna said the drop didn't contain the files he was looking for, stating the release seems at very best incomplete. Quote, there's a draft indictment of the first Jeffrey Epstein case that really implicates other rich and powerful men who knew about the abuse or participated in it. That indictment should be released, unquote. Khanna said when Mary Louise Kelly asked what he still needed to see, quote, there are witness interviews between the FBI and other people who were accused of being at Jeffrey Epstein's rape island or going to parties where there were 16 and 17-year-old girls being paraded around. Those witness memorandums need to be released, unquote. So guys, what do we think about this? There's not enough information. We need to know who these other people are.
Yeah. As far
that's
as the report goes, though, Matt, how many pages did you say they were still reacted? 190 something?
119.
119.
Yeah.
That is
119 pages.
To me, that is absurd because that's like taking an entire book and ripping out the middle section of the book. 119 pages of a book. You can't do that.
Yeah, that's a lot. I assume the two of you are aware of all, not even just reports, but like pretty much confirmed testimony of the FBI saying, yeah, we've been redacting pretty much everybody who's not who's not like a Democrat. Like we're just redacting all the people that we want to protect.
Yeah,
and that's just
wild.
what they're doing. They're locking it behind like trial bars. You can't look at the stuff if it's currently being investigated. It's a bunch of bullshit.
What scares me though is they're releasing, let's say, the Democrats, which yes, hold them accountable, but they're protecting the Republicans, which is absurd to me. But what scares me though is since they have the files on hand, they can do whatever they want with those files. They can manipulate, they can delete, they can like whatever, like, if, let's say one day those 119 pages that are redacted just turns to zero and there's nothing that was redacted out of that, and that's the official report. And behind the scenes, they just said, "No, we're gonna delete everything that implicates all of us." They could do that. Like
that does happens. It's illegal to do, but they can do it, and they just get away with it. That's what happened with MK Ultra.
Yeah,
Brandon, what do you think? Where do you sit on the Epstein files? Like, do you think it's bad?
It's bad. Yes. The only thing that gives me some shred of hope is that this administration is so fucking incompetent.
Yeah, it's also
it's ran by a bunch of fucking loyalist podcast bros
that want to make a buck on crypto scams.
Yeah,
it's just a bunch of morons out for themselves.
Yeah,
right.
And they're gonna do a lot of damage. Do not get me wrong.
Oh, they're doing a lot. Yeah,
it's bad.
It's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Well, that was a fun look back on memory lane / politically charged episode that we
Did not. There's going to be some wild stuff in this episode. I don't know
Let it
what's
be.
making it in. I don't know.
let it ride.
Oh, my God.
Controversy sells, man.
Guys, if
No,
you were in the Epstein files and your name was redacted, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know.
If you're Mark Epstein, if you're Jeffrey Epstein's brother, please send us that picture of Donald Trump blowing Bubba. Come on.
Oh, my God.
We want to know. Did it happen?
Is
I
it
don't wanna
Bill
see
or is
that.
it the horse?
I don't
we
want to see
know.
that.
We don't know. I don't either, but I want to know that it is there. I want to hold it. I want to touch it.
Please
I
don't
wanna-
say that. Please don't say that.
I
Oh
want
my
to turn
God.
it. I want to turn it into a marketable plushie.
I want to sell it like a Tickle Me Elmo. Yeah, for next Christmas. Ooh.
Oh, my God.
No,
How
tickle me,
dark are we
Bubba.
going
Tickle me,
here?
Bubba. Ooh,
How
tickle
dark
me.
are we going?
Tickle me, Donnie. Tickle me.
Oh, my God.
Woohoo!
How dark are we going?
That's as far as I want to go. Thanks so much, everybody, for listening to Coffee Talk. I've been Matt. That's been Taryn and Brandon. We'll be back next week to talk about how no one talks about all the people who are probably locked away in basements across the globe who will never be
Yeah.
found.
Are you sure we'll be back? Because after this, I don't think we are.
Yeah, we're going to get disappeared. We're going to also not kill ourselves like Jeffrey Epstein did.
Yeah.
I might not be able. I might not be able to be back. I'm probably going to be moving out some stuff out of the basement.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, no.
FBI needs to hurry up.
Brandon has a bunch of wet red boxes he needs to move out of his basement.
Oh, no. All right.
Well, thanks for
Thanks for
listening
listening.
again. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and follow Coffee Talk on podcast services around the globe. Thank you.